the single lioness who's got the 3 youngest cubs is not here at the moment, but they have been joined as well by a single Birmingham boy. It looks like the one who's nicknamed the Hoff, after, of course, David Hasselhoff and his magnificent hair. There he is. He's watching the lionesses as they move off. And we're going to try keep up with them. Morning, Debbie in Vancouver. Debbie is wondering, how big a territory do the Birmingham Lions hold? Are their territories fixed or do they change? Look at that. It's just watching the wheels. Now that's a very lion cub thing to do, as wheels go round and round. They get very, very excited by them. And their heads will sometimes go in circles. Hey, little one. Oh, too precious. Oh, it looks like stalking one of the adults. No, got spotted. No. There we go. Flat to the ground, ready for attack. There's that wonderful low contact call I was talking about earlier. Sorry, Debbie. Back to your question. I got sidetracked by the cuteness of a cub. The Birmingham boys hold a territory of around probably just over 10,000 hectares, which is over 20,000 acres. Now, lion territories do change from time to time, but they're generally reasonably well set, with a little bit of overlap in all sorts of directions. So that pride's keeping on going, so we're going to do the same. Now, some of the lionesses look like they've fed quite nicely recently, while others look a little bit hungrier. So what that leads me to believe is that they've caught something smallish. Ooh, there are lots of lion landmines around. I can smell them, and it's probably one of the worst things in the world if you drive over a lion landmine. You are stuck with that smell for the rest of the day. There we go. We've caught up with the lionesses and the cubs as they move through the bush. I'm just going to get us into a position where we can see nicely, because the cubs are going to be quite playful in this early morning. There you go. Lots of running about. Oh, look at that. That's spectacular. Now, all this playing is a practice in honing those hunting instincts. Boom, tackle. And welcome to Yasmin in the city that never sleeps, Las Vegas. Yasmin says, I told them what the Styx pride means. What does the Nkuhuma pride mean? Well, Nkuhuma is the Shangaan name for a brown ivory tree. And I'm not 100% sure how long the Nkuhuma is. What's that? on that one's back. Doesn't look, it looks like it's got something sticky, probably smelly on its back, the one on the ground. What is that? Oh, sorry, again, I get sidetracked by the cuteness of cubs. And I'm going to try to keep up with them. So the Nkuhuma is named after one of my favorite trees, the brown ivory tree. And the first time they were found by the Djuma guides, I think probably over 10 years ago, I'm not 100% sure on that. They were, landmines, I can smell them. Have I already made the faux pas of hitting a landmine? But, so Jasmine, it was after the tree they were first seen under. Oh, there's lots of playing going on down there with the adults. They're just too sweet. So, sorry about that, Jasmine. I keep getting... Oof. Look at that. Tasha Michelle is wondering, are the dads playing with the cubs yet? Possibly. I haven't seen any good interaction between the males and the little onesie just yet, but I'm sure it will come. The males will be quite tolerant of cubs on a kill, but not nearly as tolerant as the females when it comes to sort of playing. Now, they are going to go through a little river system that Eggsy and I know quite well. We got stuck in it 3 days ago following them. Oh, there's still a cub right next to us. He's hiding on the termite mound. Oh, there you go. There he is. Left behind, nearly. We're going to keep up with them, but I'm going to need to do some quite serious concentration to get through this little drainage line ahead. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if James has had any luck to finding what the monkeys are shouting at, and we'll have you back in a few ticks. So we've managed to get through that little river system. The lions are actually moving slowly towards us. So we're just sitting here and letting them come up to us with those incredible Nkuhuma cubs. And we can hear them. Incredible vocalizations these little guys make. Or we're being stalked. So hopefully you're getting some incredible screenshots. This little lion's all by coming right up to us. Making lots of noise as well. You hear that clickety-click? It's just me taking a few photos. Look at this. This lioness is literally a foot from Zander at the moment. No sudden movement, Zander. Is your heart beating a bit fast? We are so lucky to have lions like the Nkuhumas who we spend so much time with. They literally have almost zero reaction to us while we're around them. Now, I wonder if that Birmingham boy is still sleeping up there, or did he decide to follow the pride? We can't see him at the moment. Now, this little guy is keeping a very firm eye on Zander. Now they've settled, and it's incredible. So we've got those over there. And here we go. Looks like the next lioness might come towards us. But that lioness that passed a foot from Zander has decided to sleep on the other side of us. So we're literally surrounded by lions at the moment. And where else would we rather be than surrounded by the Nkuhumas and their precious cubs? And old Nick is wondering, when are the cubs sort of out of danger from hyenas? Probably have to get over a year old to be fully safe. Yes. Here they come. I'm keeping quiet so you can listen to the noises they make. Oh, there's the big lioness. So she's no more than about 2 feet from Xander at the moment. So when big cats are this close, we've got to keep our movements quite static. Oh, there's the cub who had that funny thing on it. Actually, it looks like he's been defecated on. So we've got 4 cubs and a lioness, all within about 3 feet, 4 feet of us. There we go. We can't move now. We literally have lions lying to both sides of us. We've got the cubs right next to us. So we're in it for the long haul. Now, good morning to Larry in California. And Larry is wondering, at what age will a lion be strong enough to take on a hyena? Now, the cubs have seen the tires, and I love lion cubs because as soon as they see a car tire moving, they're completely fixated on it. Oh, here we go. Here comes another one of the moms. She's going to go lie right next to Xander. Xander, they seem to like you. Okay, yeah, we're definitely not moving anytime soon. We've got 2 lionesses to the right of us with 4 cubs. A 5th cub I did see around somewhere. Oh, here, hello. Look at this, they're coming right up to us now. And X-Ranger, you are spot on. No need for super zoom when the lions are a mere 2 feet from you. But, well, we're going to keep sitting here, not that we have any choices about where we sit, because the lions are so close to us. Let's go to James, who's got another member of Africa's Big Five. Well, there is a little lion cub proving to be very curious and chewing upon a baboon's tail. probably a better description. Now, it's so enthralled with that baboon's tail that the rest of the pride have nearly left it behind. Oh, heads up. Where'd all the girls go? There they are. There's 2 cubs. Oh, scamper, scamper. Okay, we're going to move round. Here they come. Walking straight towards us again. It looks like we have chosen a great spot to wait. And you're going to see now, I'm going to be almost able to touch her as she goes past. Isn't this amazing? Xander, don't move. Just keep still. So if you look next to you, she's smelling our tyre. I think I must have driven over a landmine, and that's what she's smelling. So her head is actually almost on the tyre. You can move very slowly if you just move the camera around, but don't move your body. So she's smelling our tyre, and you'll see now, there she is. So you can move the camera, just keep your body very still when she's that close. I think I must have driven over some lion dung, and that's what she was sniffing. But she was very, very close. How's that heart rate, Xander?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, and she's still looking at our tyres quite... Hello, big girl. So, Xander's just moving very slowly. There we go. She's moved off a bit. So when the animals are that close, you don't want to move too quickly. It could give them a fright. So it's very important to not react or overreact is probably a better description. We're going to have to move again. When stuff like that happens, it is very, very cool. But of course, we want to keep these lions as relaxed as they are around our vehicles. So a bit of a quick movement, more than likely, will just give her a fright. And so it's a negative reaction. So that's why I was just telling Xander, just keep very, very still. And you can see she moved on. She smelt what she needed to smell. And then off she went. So they're going through this terrible monkey orange thicket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the road and then zoot around again to ahead of them, like we've just done. Oh, quickly, the lionesses are playing. Oh, there they go. Okay, they're going to disappear into that monkey orange thicket. We're going to go see what Commander Bond's up to while we get ahead of the lions again. So they've led us to an uncrossable drainage line for us. So Andrew's rushing around. Xander, don't get a fright, but there's another lion behind you about to pop up, but just keep looking at the cubs. Look at them, they're just the best when they're playing. So they did quite a bit of smelling around this area. This is actually one of the other female who's got the 3 little cubs. Watch. You can hear him coming. It's just spectacular. Now the male is somewhere behind us, apparently still following as well. Look at us playing with the cubs. So being a lion, the 4x4 is a bit better than ours even. So we'll stay with them while we can from here, but I'm going to have to find somewhere to get across this river system. Hopefully they lie down for a bit there. Oh, bless you. Now, Lauren's wondering, do the female cubs stay with the pride? Indeed they do, Lauren. The male cubs will disperse at about 3 years old, but the female cubs will stay with the pride. Oh, look at that. It's posing. Okay. Are we going to attack sibling? Or are we just going to walk past? We're going to walk past. Maybe attack other sibling. Sibling or cousin? Just too cute. I'm just trying to listen to see where the male is. Now, James Richard is asking a very interesting question, and I'm not going to delve too deep into it. And he says, do I find it difficult to watch documentaries, especially about lion prides or leopards that I know personally well, and the information might not be what I know is true or what is perceived to be true. Generally, James, you'll find it's very difficult for all of us to watch wildlife documentaries, whether we know the animals or not, just because of spending so much time out there. And, well, they do need to build a story, and that's the wonderful thing about being live. And it is what it is. You can't make anything up. What you see is what you see. Okay, I'm going to move quickly to see if I can try and get into a better position for these little guys. And I'm just checking over my shoulder. I know the male is coming, but he's probably moving quite slowly. Let's see if we can sneak out of here. So we're just going to have a quick look up behind us to see if that Birmingham boy is coming through. Oh, there he is. He snuck up on us. Let me just get into a better spot. I thought I heard footsteps behind me, Xander. Yeah, you didn't even hear a big male lion sneak up behind you. Okay. Let's have a look. There we go. There we go. So, there he is. We were sitting just down there and I thought I heard footsteps behind us. And he did manage to sneak up. But I'm going to try and get us into a position where we can see the cubs. I can actually hear them playing from here. So while we do that, let's go check in with the Highland. So we've managed to get into a good spot to view the wonderful little Nkuhuma cubs. So just behind this little cub here, the other cubs are feeding. of course, being out in the African bush, it can be quite tough on the animals. And Brian is wondering how many of these cubs will actually survive. Well, normally they have about a 70% mortality rate. But I think it might be okay. So, I mean, there are 8 cubs, so under normal circumstances, maybe 3, 4 might survive. But at the moment, with the drought and it being a time of plenty for predators, there's also not many hyenas in this area where the cubs are at the moment, and also the fact that there's a nice big stable male lion coalition in the Birmingham boys, they probably have a slightly better chance. What you call aggressive feeding. Oh. I thought I heard another contact call. Could be the 5th female. Difficult to hear all the noise the cubs are making. We can see a slight snarl forming on Mom's lips. She might be getting tired of all the fighting. She is a beautiful female. The Nkuhumas are like the Hollywood movie stars out here, and I suppose the sticks are what we'd probably call the daytime soap opera lions. It's amazing how deep those little cub grounds are already. We'll just try and move a little bit further forward. How's that, Sander?
Yeah.
You can see how their ears are flat, and there'll be quite fierce competition over milk. Now, in the background, from where that lioness is, there's the other mother with 2 cubs there, giving them a bit of a groom. Oh, there we go. Those face nuzzles and touches like that are very important. Oh, cubs, that's mine, my mom. With a lion pride, it affirms the social bonds between them. So it's warmed up quite a bit, the sun's coming out. And it looks like those ones have moved into the shade already. It's not going to be too long. There you can see another lioness has got up, moving towards the shade. Where's that Birmingham boy is still sitting behind us. Can't really see him from here. There we go, some allo grooming between the two adult lionesses. Now, Shamsung is wondering, are these lioness hungry? Do I think they might be looking to make a kill today? Well, lions are always looking to make a kill. They are opportunists. And some of them have eaten more than others, which makes me think they killed something small like a kudu or waterbuck. So they definitely would hunt. I think unless they happen to stumble across something in the next half an hour or so, it's unlikely that they're going to hunt during the day unless something stumbles into them. I think they're going to find some nice shade to rest, and then maybe on the sunset safari they'll be out on the hunt. Okay, so we are stuck on the wrong side of the river, so to speak, at the moment. As you can, as Zander zooms out, you'll see there's quite a steep bank we're not going to be able to cross, and it's going to take me some serious maneuvering to get out. But before we do that, let's go have a look at the Birmingham boy. Oopsie. There it is. Oh, it's just that push in the way. Let me try to go forward a little bit. There we go. He's a tired kitty. Now, the Birmingham boys, we now know have 3 prides. They could have more. They have the Nkuhumas, the sticks, and the Torchwood pride that comes in from the Kruger National Park. And he's looking quite well fed. Hi, Marianne. Marianne's in Texas. Marianne's wondering what would explain the difference between the Nkuhuma and Sticks pride, health, parenting practice, etc. Well, I'd say from a parenting practice, I'd say their strategies are pretty similar. From the health thing, I think the Sticks are just unlucky enough to have been in an area where there's mange. And I think they might have even picked it up from the Birmingham boys. Not this one, but one of the others who spent a lot of time with those Sticks cubs when they were younger. So it's possibly the fact that the Birminghams have spent more time with the Sticks prides and passed on that mange to the females and onto their cubs that could be the difference in the health. Oh, he's a tired kitty. So we're going to try and catch up with the cubs again. Oh, are you going to move? Going to join them? He's thinking about it, but that would require effort. What's going to win? Head on paw? I think it might. Sleeping. That head's getting heavier and heavier, and as his head descends to his paw, we're going to try across this little river system. Let's go see what James is up to. So it is now quiet time. Of all the excitement of the morning is over. Everyone running and jumping on each other has tired the poor little tykes out. And now they are fast asleep. Now I'm wondering if that male is going to come join them. He's lying about 60 meters away. As you can see, there's lots of heavy heavy heads and droopy eyes at the moment. They've got nice little shady quarry thicket. Hi, Ellen in Arkansas saying, do I ever get an uneasy feeling sitting next to a lion or any other predator that hasn't eaten in a while? Well, not really, Ellen. Fortunately, I've spent a lot of time with these animals, so I generally know how to read their behavior pretty well, and I've never really had that uneasy moment with a hungry creature. So there are the other cubs sleeping behind. You can hear a golden or black-headed oriole actually. Trying to get comfortable. Just keep checking behind us in case that male starts wandering in. Because the one lioness is, there we go, her eyes are up. Johnny, can you see behind us? Is that male coming?
I checked earlier, I can't see him.
No, we can't see it. Or maybe she's seen something else. Shamsung's wondering, is it possible if a new coalition of lions came in, would it take over all prides or only one pride? It is possible that they would take over one pride. It all depends on the size of the coalition and whether they already hold territory sort of bordering the single pride's territory. Sorry, sorry about the movie. I'm just trying to figure out what she's looking at. So the male is a little bit further to the left of where she's looking. Oh, maybe there's a unwitting in Nyala. No, I'm going to go to sleep. And I think this is where the Nkuhumas are going to be for the majority of the day. Sarah in Georgia is wondering, is the Southern Pride anywhere near Djuma or Arathusa? Unfortunately not. It's possibly the Pride of Lions lives the furthest away from us here. We're way up in the north of the Sabi Sands, and the Southern Pride is way down south. So, unfortunately, no Southern Pride up here. The prides of lions that we see in the north, well, the ones we see the most, of course, are the Nkuhumas, who are snoozing next to us. The Sticks is another pride we see more regularly, but more normally further down to the east. And in Buffelshoek, you get the Talamati Pride coming in from Manuleti, Kruger. Torchwood, you get the Torchwood Pride coming in from Kruger. And then right on the sort of southern boundary, Cheetah Plains, that area in Malamala. I think it's called the Four Ways Pride. Occasionally come up that far north. And then if we head off to the west, occasionally Tsalalas and Mungen prides come into Arathusa and Shirley, Sibambili, that area. Male lion coalitions, of course, the Birmingham boys, who are around a lot with us. And then it's possible the Four Ways males might come. I think the boundary between them and the Birminghams is just south of Cheetah Plains. And then, of course, the Majinga lions in the west. The Matimbas are now down in the south. They don't really come up this way anymore. And then the Salati males that come in from the north. Although I think the Birminghams have put a dent in the Salati's lion prides. And we can hear all the birds around us. We're right next to a little dry riverbed. We've got that, and then those are crested barbets. You can hear the oriole and that beautiful sort of liquid chortle. Some arrow-marked babblers babbling away. One of the larger woodpecker species. Pecking. Oh, we have a head up. Not for very long, I feel. Sorry about that. I had to call someone in. He was about to drive past us. Didn't see us hiding in the bushes. So, sorry about that, Basil. Who's a brand new viewer, so welcome to Safari Live, Basil. Basil, it's quite difficult to age a lioness. As far as I know, the Nkuhuma lionesses, they're currently probably 6 to 10 years old. The adults, that is. And they are in fine fettle in their prime. So, unfortunately, we're in the only real spot where we can see the lions nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make space here so the other guys can come look, and we'll go look at the Birmingham boy. But it is going to take me a little bit of creative reversing to get out of here, so bear with us. One last look at the sleepy cub face. And we have been with them all morning, so we've been incredibly spoiled. So he's still lying about 60 meters from the rest of the pride, dozing away. And we're going to leave the lions to doze. There's a couple of other cars that are trying to get in here. So we're going to leave them, but we will catch up with them on the sunset safari. So let's go see what other wonderful creatures are about on Djuma this morning.